True.
While you're all getting seated, thank you for joining us at this post-match press conference with Samoa. We have Coach Ramsey Tomokino and we also have Sua Tauaua-Pauaraisa. A little bit of a reminder, if you have a question, if you could put your hand up, and we have one of our lovely volunteers who will hand you the mic. And if you can please clearly state who you're reporting for, that would be appreciative. Okay, who would like to get things started at the front? Thank you.
Hi both, Sarah Render from The Guardian. A tough scoreline out there, but the penalty from Harmony, it showed how much it meant to all of you with the celebrations. Can you kind of put that into words?
They, we talked about, we weren't happy with getting a 0 last week, and we talked about, taking points of the opportunity presented. I wasn't expecting them to take the shot at goal then, but they did. And, just to see the jubilation on the faces of Harmony and the girls, and, it was really heartwarming, and you can't just, as a coach, sit there and just admire and smile and, and be proud of the girls for achieving that. Obviously, we also set a goal to try and cross the line, so we've met England 3 times, and the best we've ever come is penalties, so that was a goal as well, to try and cross the line, and, we were close a couple times, but, we'll meet England again at some stage in the future, and hopefully, we'll reset that goal again.
And Sui, how was that out there for you in front of 13,000?
I think they didn't expect me to go, but it was right in front of the post, so I looked at her. Harms is like a pretty shy player, and I looked at her and I said, "You got this," and she said yes, so she was confident with it. I think the sideline didn't know the time was running, and we're like, get the tee. The feeling was, just to get the points, get some points. If we had more penalties right in front of the post, I would have gone for the same thing. We wanted to get some points on instead of coming off, with 0 like last week. So proud moment for us. I know it's, the score doesn't really reflect how we play as a team, but we never gave up, and I'm just proud of our girls.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any further hands? Thank you. At the front here with Elgin.
Elgin Oldman for The Times. Sui, I think you were doing press conference at the time. Ramsey, I'm not sure if you were involved in that circle on the pitch between both teams, but sort of what was being said, do you know what was being said between the groups of players at that moment in time?
No, I don't know, but I certainly I was on the sideline, but I know our girls would have been, as they do, thanking England for the opportunity to have played against them, such a massive occasion, and just as we do, whoever we come against is, we battle, and then we, at the end of it, we come together, and as friends and as one, and they would have been doing their sisterhood thing on the field, and so we probably can elaborate more what was spoken there.
I wasn't there. I was having an interview, so but I'm pretty sure it was something good. We even talked about it last night with one of our Samoan players who's playing for England. For us, whatever jersey you put on, at the end of the day, you're Samoan, and that's what we love about our people. Our culture will bring us together, and that's Maddie at number 8. So just being proud of them, and we have so much respect for the England team. Coming into it today, we knew it was going to be tough, but I'm just proud of our girls. We stayed in the fight, and we didn't want to give up.
Ramsey, you spoke during the week about how you wanted, more opportunities, PWR, more fixtures against nations around the world. Do you hope that the fight that the team showed today on the biggest occasion you'll have will put that front and centre and prove that? Yeah,
look, we've been longing to be part of a professional competition for some time. We have Opuke New Zealand that we can be part of. We also have the Super W, which Fijiana are part of. And look, I know that if we get given those same opportunities, we will be a far stronger team. And we can only hope that from this World Cup that, the women's game will just grow and get better, and more professional opportunities will happen. I long for the day where the competition for women is like the men's, where it is professional, where they have opportunities to go play overseas. You know, a bit like our men's team. You know, we have players playing all over the place, and they come together and play international rugby. And you know, and the sooner we can get to that space, the better.
Any further questions from the room? Nick, thanks.
Hi Ramsey, Nick Heath here. I just wanted to find out, when the team tastes that sort of environment, 13,000 and the build-up over this World Cup in a place like England, is it almost bittersweet to taste, you know, and witness and be part of something that's where it's at here in the Northern Hemisphere, and know that there's still a bit of a journey to go in the Southern Hemisphere, and obviously for the further finances and development to really reach the Pacific Islands?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, first and foremost, I do want to thank England, thank the supporters. You know, our girls have worked really hard to be here. To walk off the bus and be applauded as the team walked in. Our girls deserve that so much. So yeah, that made me a little bit emotional seeing that, because we've never had that. We've never had the opportunity to play in a stadium of 13, 14,000, you know, last week as well. So, you know, and so that's, you know, I think that contributes to, you know, where we're at in terms of, we don't, you know, if you have a look at our fixtures we had this year, we probably played in front of not many people. And to be able to do that, and we didn't play enough games, and we knew that. But you know, I just want to thank the England crowd, thank you know, this World Cup for, you know, allowing us to be here, and you know, thank some of you reporters in this room that are writing the story about us belonging, because of what we bring, our culture, we carry our families. No, so I mean, it's just been a fantastic World Cup in that regard, and so I don't want to take it away from our girls. Like, we know the result, you know, was out there. You know, we had a goal to keep it under what was last week's score, but you know, and if we get to 90, that will be okay. You know, so I know that there was worry there that the score could get to triple figures, and you know, and I know people have been talking about, you know, is that good for the game or not? But you know, what's good for the game is that we're here and we can get better. And you know, as opportunities happen, and you know, I'll be moving into a space and high performance role where, you know, my role will be to oversee Samoa rugby, and you know, certainly it'll be my goal to build us up to make sure we have these fixtures, push for professional opportunities. You know, lobby World Rugby, I mean, they give us great support, but you know, we probably need, you know, more backing and more opportunities. You know, and I'm sure if we weren't so far away from England, I'm sure the PWR would probably be inviting us to come and play in that as well. So, you know, I just again want to thank all of you here. You know, just even sitting at a press conference with this many people is, you know, that doesn't happen to us. You know, we don't get to play in these stadiums. We don't get to do what we're doing. You know, and I think I just have to commend that. You know, World Cups in the Northern Hemisphere are done very, very well. You know, and so yeah, I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to be here and to speak.
Thank you. Any further questions? Otherwise, we'll wrap there. Thank you very much, Sui and Ramsey. We appreciate your time.
That this box is just